my personal favorite weapons in RWBY. I'm going to give you about I'm going to give you about 5 of my favorite weapons and just my 5 favorites out of the whole series. Out of the whole series of what I've seen so far. So let's start off with number 5, who is no longer with us in the RWBY series, Adam. Adam has one of my favorite weapons, like, of all time. I haven't seen, like, me personally, I don't remember there being another use for his weapon, but because of his semblance, which is going to tie into their weapon abilities, which I'm going to talk about, because of his semblance of being able to redirect energy by coming into contact with a sword, kind of it reminds me of Bishop from from Marvel, from the X-Men series, where he can absorb energy and then he can send it right back. The key difference is just like with Yang's ability to be able to absorb any type of energy and then send it right back. Bishop, he has to be physically hit by those things to be able to send a charge out. Adam, however, has the benefit of just it hitting his sword and he can send it back from his sword, doubling the power from what it originally was, which is like pretty amazing, pretty OP. And like I said, I haven't seen the long range weapon attachment to it, so not sure how that, not sure what it is and how it functions. So that's my number 5. My number 4 is, y'all probably gonna be a little bit upset with me for picking number 4, but these are my picks. My number 4 is Nora's hammer. Nora's hammer is probably one of my favorites because of it's pretty, it fits her stylings, and it also acts as a conductor for her semblance, as well as we've seen in the last volume when she decided to become a human conductor in that instant. But here's the thing though, that we really gotta think about. It really fits her dynamic just due to the fact that it's a long-ended hammer. It is a hammer of just amazing power that can turn into a grenade launcher. Like the creativity with the versatility of the weapons is something that I wouldn't have thought of. But it's there, and I like it. I like that one most of all because of how impactful, how powerful it actually is. Even though there has been in current chapters where the power hasn't been seen as much, but it's there. Like, that it's there. Like Nora's hammer / launcher is my 4th favorite. My 4th. My third one is going to be odd. It's going to be kind of out there, but Neo's umbrella. Neo's umbrella is the most versatile of the weapons in it, but it's at number 3. What? Well, the list isn't in any particular order from least to favorite. These are just the 5 that I really enjoy seeing from either a visual standpoint, from the use by the wielder, and just from the functionality of it. So number 3, in Neo's hand, her umbrella is a force. Firstly, let's take it to account that it's literally a parasol. It's a parasol. Guys, it's an umbrella. Ella, A. But other than that, it's just like it's a shield, right? It deflects attacks, as we've seen in one of the previous chapters, right? One of the previous chapters, it's literally, it deflects. It deflects against any oncoming attacks. It's also within the hilt of the umbrella. The handle is actually a blade, so the blade is there. It's there, it just doesn't get used. But then at the tip, we got a little bit of a penguin situation, right? When I say penguin situation, I mean penguin from Batman, DC Penguin, right? Where it's at the tip, she can fence. She can fence with you real quick, get that quick jab in while hiding the fact that it's in there, right? She's very and it's just that combination of things, and it's also a pew pew. It's like if the blade isn't there, then there's a hole in there, and that's a barrel, and it's like, are we serious now? So we're gonna give the most silent character, the most broken everything, right? Just everything is broken about her in every single way. And Team Kruppy was like, yeah, that's what do you think? What do you like? You knew here. We're obviously going to give the coolest character that everybody liked, the coolest of everything. So, anywho, in any way, Neo plus the umbrella equals one of my favorite weapons to be used in RWBY. Now we're going on to number 2. Number 2, I can't have a list of favorite weapons in RWBY without including Sun's freaking gunchucks. Oh my gosh. You talk about versatility. Now, Neo's versatile, right? Neo's was versatile, right? But then we gotta talk about Sun. We gotta talk about Sun. We gotta talk about Sun. Okay? Sun's freaking staff. That is also nunchucks. That is also guns from the chucks. They're like shotgun chuck. It's mind-bogglingly amazing to see. It is a visual masterpiece, especially with the hand-to-handness of it. It is very all over the place. And this is me demonstrating that I have no idea what I'm doing. If I had my hands on some nunchucks that can shoot, like, I would probably hurt myself and others around me. So I don't need that in my life. But with all things considered, this is probably like one of my favorites to see in the hands of Sun. To see in the hand-to-hand sequences that happen, whenever they do happen, when Sun versus whatever, and he going in, and all you seeing is, and it's so amazing to see. It is visually appealing. I recommend going back to Now, correct me if I'm wrong here. Going back to volume 3. Going back to volume 3, or how about you go to YouTube, look up Sun versus White Fang. Sun and Blake versus the White Fang. Or Sun and Blake versus Neo and Roman. And you will see what I mean. You will see exactly what I mean. Because give it a watch and come back to me and be like, wow. But then we get to number 1. Number 1 should not. I don't think no one really talks about it enough. Just due to the fact that I don't know, not a lot of people like to reference it at all, or like really give her Blade much credit. I'm talking about Weiss. Weiss Schnee of the Schnee Dust Company is who I'm referencing, because her weapon uses all the elements of dust, all forms of dust, and she applies it to her weapon and to her glyphs, which is a part of her semblance. Now, you want to talk about a versatile ability. Now, I know. What do I know? I don't know. But anyway, listen. I'm gonna do it like this. I'm gonna say it like this. Look you straight in the eyes. Weiss has one of the best uses that combines her semblance with her weapons, with her weapon and her abilities, and it just makes it so, like, it is visually appealing, it is effective in whatever scenario that she's placed in. The only, like, early on, yeah, she had a tendency to just kind of jump the gun, and now she's more relying on her ice abilities than using all of her, using all of the dust that is contained within her blade, which is a freaking rapier. And I'm fascinated with like blade weapons. Let me go here and say that I am a fan. Wow. Someone started playing music right outside, just really loud and obnoxiously. But I'm a fan of the Soul series, made by Namco. I'm a fan of the Soul series. Started with Soul Blade. For me, it started with Soul Blade, on to Soul Calibur 2, then on and on and on. I played just about all of them. So my liking of weapons, of bladed weapons, is like, there's so many of them, and it's so, like, they're very visually appealing. So when I see uses for most of the weapons, like with the katana from Adam Torres, to the scythe from Ruby Rose herself. Then you got the rapier from Winter Schnee. I get a little bit more excited, especially seeing those styles being used and represented in a proper way, where, like an example, the contrasting styles of which we get the straightforwardness of Nora's hammer, right? In contrast to winter, to Weiss, sneeze, poise, and precision. It's two different styles and in different uses all around. Those were, again, before I ramble on and forget, those were my top 5 of my favorite RWBY weapons. And I'm going to recap the list once again. Number 5, Adam. Number 4, Nora. Number 3, Neo. Number 2, Sun. And number 1 is Winter. Sorry, Winter's little sister. So, until the next video, guys, I will make sure that it becomes shorter, none ramble, and I will have my notes together and everything like that. But until that time comes, you be easy, good peoples. You have a wonderful day. Enjoy the sun. Enjoy your friends and family as much as you can, because, well, in a world full of sadness, we need a little happiness. Just saying. Peace.